Genesis, the Power Edge!
Watch it, buddy! Yes! It's the Atari! Sega CD-ROM! New Nintendo!
It's enough to make a grown man cry.
Remember console launches?
New Nintendo! She got me the new Nintendo! Ha!
Getting a brand new console when you were a kid was sort of like making a new best friend. You may have only just met, but you knew there were many years of memories to be made. At this point in my retro life, I was 10 years old. It was July of 1996. Sega and Sony had already released their next-gen consoles, and everyone was waiting to see what the big N would do. Even though the Nintendo 64 was scheduled for release later in September, Dad caught early word of a retail video game store that was importing the Japanese version and renting it out to customers.
If you order it from this magazine, you can get the Nintendo 64. Yeah, there's an 800 number. You can get it right out of Japan.
And that is how true 64-bit power was brought into our living room for the first time.
Oh my goodness. So that's the Nintendo 64. Let me check this thing out. Oh my goodness. It really is. 4 control ports in the front. Memory card slot there. You got the power on this side. Reset on the right. And what's that in it?
Super Mario 64.
A cartridge for Super Mario 64.
That wasn't the only game we rented.
One thing we want to show you is the cartridge, because this is the Japanese. Now hopefully the American will be identical. They say it might have tabs. This is the Pilot Wings, as you can see the Japanese lettering on it. As you can see the port inside here, there's metal on top and bottom like circuit. See that? A little metal, like I don't know if it's a ground. Regardless of the chipboard there, or whatever they call that, to the prongs that get you into the connector, into the system. It also has the metal, similar to the 32X, had metal prongs on the machine. And there's the cassette, as you can see. Patent is pending, and they're tiny. But of course, these things are very expensive, and that's why they're coming out with the disk drive. But we also have a strange game that came with this. We'll show you that one. Maggie's head. This game will only be out in Japan because it is a terrible kind of Japanese chess game. The people that rented us the machine at Microplay, same people that rented us the PlayStation last year, gave us this game with the machine too. This will never come out in the States. It's a terrible game that could have been done on an 8-bit machine. There is nothing about the graphics on this that warrant anything. It's a simple chess game that's not 3D, it's flat. It's just unbelievable. I looked through the manual and I don't think we're doing anything right or wrong with it. It's all it is what we saw. So there is no 3D mode. But here's the incredible control pad. And it says Nintendo on it. You can get these in a variety of colors once the unit comes out. Underneath is a thing here where you can put in memory chips or something, memory cards or some kind of adapter. There's a button at the bottom that actually makes Mario crouch. When you hold this, you literally have to hold it like this to be able to use that bottom button, because if you hold it on this side and just use your thumb over, the button's too far away, at least for me. It's a little clumsy, the control pad. You got to get used to it. It's a little different.
Different is an understatement. It was unlike anything we'd ever seen or played, and with it, Mario could run around in a 3-dimensional space. He could do flips, he could run around in circles.
He runs and huffs and puffs and slides and jumps. The game is very quick, as you will see, very fast, fun. It goes on and on and on. And this young man has been playing it. He'll tell you a little bit about it.
Uh-oh. Okay. What are you going to say, kid?
It's great. You have to collect stars in each of the levels, but each of the levels has a guardian, and once you beat that guardian you find 1 star, and you go to another part of the level and find all different stars in the one level, and then you can open different doors and go to next levels.
Whew. Okay, we made it through that.
Well, Tyler's going to keep playing. Put it in, baby. Get that thing cranked up again. Very light machine, little. Notice Tyler actually using the controller. See how he has to hold his hand there? And here's some of the game. Look at the little guy run. As Tyler continues to be mesmerized and play this game, I just wanted to show you something else. Turn the machine upside down. I know Manny would be interested in this. This is the bottom of the machine, obviously. As you can see all the Japanese lingo on that, huh? Nintendo 64, Japan, 1996. Patent pending is all you can make out, but what I want to show you is underneath that, on the bottom, is a very clever little compartment, similar to us folks know from Sega CD. This is the adapter that put the DD disk drive underneath it, so it'll sit underneath like the original Genesis sat on top of the original Sega CD. And that's the port for that. Very interesting. As I got this going, let me show you. This back thing is the power adapter. It literally plugs into the unit and powers it from the wall. It doesn't come that way from the manufacturer. You have to just you shove that in there, and that's the video and audio out, just like Super Nintendo. But this is the power adapter that you plug into the unit. When you get it, this is not in it. You shove this in. The unit's very light. And on the front here is what they call a memory module, and in there is a memory chip. That's what's holding the game's memory, I think. You can constantly change the angles on it. And you can have close to Mario, his perspective, far away, you can spin it around, any angle you want. So you get a completely different feel for the game from these different angles. But Tyler's on his way to a secret guy we're going to show you. Right, Tyler?
Secret guy? Who could he possibly mean?
Oh, just this little guy over here. Spin him, baby! Now notice what Tyler's doing? He's spinning the controller faster and faster. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that. Oh, now you gotta get him into these spikes. That's what gets him. Come on, baby. Yeah, Tyler, you can do it. Come on, baby. Faster, faster. Keep that circular motion. That's it. Faster, faster. That Bowser's something.
The launch of the Nintendo 64 with Mario 64 was something that went beyond better graphics or more bits. There was something about the growth, the change in gaming, that reflected not only on myself, but our entire generation. Mario was growing up, and so were we, right there beside him. The Nintendo 64 would go on to become the biggest hit of Christmas 1996.
And then, of course, the already opened Nintendo 64 titles of the year. Wayne Gretzky Hockey. 3D hockey, just like the arcade. Just came out in the arcade as well. Cruisin' USA, not like the arcade, but still a lot of fun. Should have called it Cruisin' U. Cut out the SA, it's missing stuff. And Killer Instinct Gold, which is better than the arcade, with 3D background. Man, look at all these incredible games. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which is good, with mono sound. And Star Wars, Shadow of the Empire. Well, you did pretty good considering all this stuff. Man.
But it all started with Super Mario 64.
And it's the Demon Key, which takes you to the demon level of the game. Yahoo! He's serious. Congratulations, Mario. You're in a whole new level. Hey, Nintendo, I want to say something to you. Welcome to the next level, Nintendo.
Yeah!
It took you long enough. Hurry up, Mario. You've got plenty more levels to play. And we'll catch you guys later when you actually watch the tape of this incredible game on the new Nintendo 64. Only available at the Esposito's house in Texas. Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.